talk about what I ate today. Welcome back. This is just a fun one where, being a mom of 8 and moving into being 50, instead of looking at ways on how I can lose weight the fastest, more now, what can I how can I intentionally and nutritionally feed my body so it can be optimal? So I'm gonna show you what I'm doing for breakfast today. And overnight oats, has anyone even tried these? Now, this one is really, really good. It has oats, okay? And I'm gonna put the recipe down below. But it has oats and honey and natural peanut butter with no sugar. And then I added some walnuts when I woke up and some dairy-free little bit of mini chocolate chips. So good, like literally so good. So one of the things that you want to really pay attention to is that your oats are organic because they're just so heavily sprayed. So pay attention to that. Your oats do need to be organic. And I'll share with you my favorite brand that I'm using. And so absolutely delicious. I'll kind of give you a look. I'm gonna get my chocolate chips out. Remember, anything too that I am using and love, you will find it on my Amazon. So I'm gonna take some of these little mini chocolate chips. Oh my gosh, so good. So I'm gonna try it with you. So good, and it's easy, So good. Actually, when I first started doing overnight oats, I almost thought I wouldn't like them. Like, they would be too soggy. No, absolutely, these are absolutely delicious. You're gonna love it. This is one of my go-to, and it's a lower calorie breakfast. And you've got your good fat, you've got your good carb. You just can't go wrong. A little bit of organic oat milk. So you wanna make sure that your oat milk is also organic. Okay, girls, so it's lunchtime. I'm gonna go ahead and this is so delicious, so low calorie, so easy. Okay, so I boiled up some noodles. I used these banza rotini made from chickpeas. It's got 22 grams of protein, and the ingredients is just chickpeas, tapioca, and xanthan gum. So super, super great. And another great reason to use this is because of flour products, white flour. And so to use this is a really great substitute. And also spaghetti squash. You can shred that. I even have it ready for another meal. So here it is, all delicious, ready for me. And to make it even easier, I used Primal Kitchen. This is who I totally love using because he has such clean ingredients. So I use his dressings and all of that, and very low calories. It's 50 calories for a half a cup. And I have my kids in the background. So this is like so perfect to add to your pasta. This is what I'm doing for lunch as I go put out that fire over there. So good. My favorite snack to make that is good for you, low calorie, and delicious. We're finishing our basement, so you might hear some hammering and some drilling. So that's what that is. But the show must go on. Okay, so these are these peanut butter oat balls that have chocolate chips in them. So I use the finest ingredients on them. They are so good, so easy to make. So we're gonna use some oat flour. Now remember what I told you about using, you can buy, this is by Bob's Red Mill, but you can buy the organic. You're gonna wanna buy organic. Now, if you can't find organic oat flour, no problem. Just use the oats that you got that were organic and you put them in your blender, oat flour. So easy to do. So we're going to be using 1.5 cups of oat flour. Then I've got this for my kids for cereal. And these are these organic rice puffs. I've got 2 different flavors, chocolate, the cocoa, and just these regular rice puffs down here. And these are also by 1 Degree brand. And they're really great for Rice Krispies. It's just a healthier version. And I use these all the time. So, but this is their cocoa, like their Cocoa Crisp one. And it's got like 3 ingredients in it. And it's all organic. So I'm gonna add those. And this is only 2/3 cup. So here I've got 1.5 cups of natural peanut butter, and I literally just went to Whole Foods and you can grind your own peanuts, and so that's what I did here. So this is 1.5 of natural peanut butter, which is really just ground peanuts. So to sweeten it, what I do is add honey. So I will show you the honey I'm using, and this is 1/2 cup of raw honey. Now these are not baked, so you're gonna get all the benefits of what raw honey provides. So this is the honey, this is our local bee guy, but they sell it, and actually I got this at Whole Foods. So good. It's not processed, cooked, heated up where you lose nutrients. This is just raw honey, perfect for non-baked treats, okay? And so we're just literally going to blend this all together and give it a good stir. We're just stirring this in, and then once you get kind of close to getting it all incorporated, you're gonna throw in like 1/2 cup of chocolate chips. You can use your dairy-free kind, get some organic kind, get some really good fine chocolate, and get it chopped up in there. You could do some nice dark chocolate chunks. So I'm gonna actually spin you around and show you what I'm doing. Okay guys, so that has been, I had a really delicious day, okay? And I was not hurting for anything. And I was feeding my body nutritionally well. I was taking into account what my body needs and things like that. And so I wanted to show you an example day. If you want to see more of these, do let me know, okay? Because I will continue doing them. I think that it's great to inspire us, to inspire each other on just eating well and holding each other accountable. Let me share with you, before I get into dinner, my snack of choice for the evening if I choose to. Sometimes I'll allocate a little bit of some calories for some wine, red wine at night. But my favorite popcorn of all time, okay? This is my favorite popcorn. It is by Lesser Evil, very, very clean, organic. Again, we're dealing with corn. Now, corn is notorious for being hugely, just a big sprayed product. Okay, so having it be organic is what you're gonna wanna look out for. So not only is it non-GMO popcorn and organic, but it has organic coconut oil. This is the ingredients, okay? Organic non-GMO popcorn, organic coconut oil, Himalayan salt, best salt there is, and organic butter flavor. Contains coconut. Let me tell you, this tastes delicious. And at 110 calories for 3 cups, this girl's going for it. Let's go ahead and start into dinner. I'm gonna share with you what I'm gonna be making and how I adapt to me and what I'm going to be, my needs. So my mom's Sicilian, if you didn't know, I grew up with Italian peppers. If you're not familiar with that dish, that's where it's Italian sausage with Italian peppers in this beautiful red sauce, and it's in a hoagie bun. It's so delicious, okay? I did for my kids is from Whole Foods. I got these brioche buns that I think that the rest of my family is gonna really love. So let's get cooking. Okay, so this is ready to serve up. And so for me, since this is about what I would do, is this is the Ezekiel pitas. And you could toast it, lay it on top, you can fill it. And so I think I'm gonna toast a half one and just put it on top. So that's how I would serve it. So I'm gonna put it in the toaster actually and get it toasted. So what I would do for the kids though, they have this beautiful brioche bun that I got from Whole Foods. And I would load it up. And then yum. I hope that you liked that, what I eat in a day video. If you want to see more of these, be sure to put down a comment below if you want to see more of these. That was the whole roundup off the day. Mind you, I might have a little bit of wine and a little bit of popcorn at night, but other than that, I'm staying good at like probably 1,400 calories for that. Again, sometimes I'm really good at putting it in my Fitness Pal, and then sometimes I'm just like, you know what, I'm again focusing on just feeding my body well and eating whole foods and feeling really, really good. So, and don't forget, I'm trying to drink a gallon of water a day, probably a little bit less than that, but I even have this one big, huge jug that I use to monitor how much I'm drinking, just to make sure that I'm drinking all the water. Thanks for watching, you guys. Bye-bye.